Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So, today I am going to go ahead and do an important topic, and that is theories of population. देखो, when we talk about theories of population, बहुत सारी theories दी गई हैं population के बारे में. I may not be able to discuss all of them. There are so many theories. But I will go ahead and I will discuss all the important ones. जो भी हमें मेरे को लगता है कि important है exam point of view से, I'm going to go ahead and discuss those theories. The first theory of population that we have, that is called as Malthusian or Malthus theory of population. Remember, in their year also, ये सबसे पहली theory थी. It came in the year 1798. ठीक है. This theory basically, just listen to the story first. तो क्या हुआ कि Malthus father, he said that if there is no restraint on the humans, अगर हम humans को easily available करवा सके तो लेबर जो है वो ग्रो करता जाएगा, और अगर लेबर ग्रो करता जाएगा तो आउटपुट या प्रोडक्शन भी ग्रो करता जाएगा. सो इफ आई डोंट पुट एनी रिस्ट्रेन ऑन द लेबर, right, if I allow the labor to be supplied easily, then we can go ahead and we can achieve a perfect state. हम एक perfect state को achieve कर सकते हैं. This is what he went ahead and he said. Now what happened, this is Malthus' father. When Malthus started studying this, he said that ये incorrect है. Why? Because for labor, we need food. Labor को हम कैसे sustain कर सकते हैं? Food के through. And food grows at an arithmetic progression rate. तो food कैसे grow करता है? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. But population grows at a geometric progression rate. Population कैसे grow करती है? 2, 4, 8, 16 and so on. तो population एक GP से grow कर रही है and food एक AP से grow कर रहा है. That means food is growing at a lower rate, population is growing at a higher rate, and therefore it will happen, ऐसा होगा कि the food would be less for the population. Food कम पड़ जाएगा, population ज़्यादा हो जाएगी. And when this will happen, it will go ahead and it is going to lead to reduction of the population. क्योंकि लोगों के पास खाना ही नहीं होगा, labor will not have food, so therefore it may go ahead and lead to starvation problems. Labor starve करेगा and that will go ahead and lead to lowering the population. ठीक है. So this is the Malthusian theory of population, which basically says that food grows at a lower rate as compared to population. Food कम rate से grow होता है, population ज़्यादा rate से grow होती है, and therefore we may not be able to go ahead and sustain the growing population. Right? So please write it with me. Malthus refuted the then prevailing perception propounded by his father and Godwin related to the notion that perfect state can be achieved if human restraints are removed. तो अगर हम humans को available करवा दें, if I put no constraint on the labor, then I can achieve a perfect state. Perfect state means I can increase my production. If I increase labor, तो एक ऐसा state achieve हो सकता है where my production can also be increased. So please write down This is what his father and Godwin stated. Now please write down Malthus' idea. His idea is that due to rising pressure of increasing population on food supply, the state deviate from perfection. So he said, ना ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आप पॉपुलेशन अगर लेबर देते जाओगे तो आउटपुट बढ़ता जाएगा. Who will feed the labor? लेबर के पास खाना कहाँ से आएगा, right? This food is not available. तो अगर खाना नहीं होगा तो labor will starve, right? And this will lead to decrease in the population, right? So please write down, according to Malthus. हाँ, ये याद रखना जरूरी है that he said that population doubles itself every 25 years. Population grows at geometric progression and doubles itself every 25 years. Every 25 years it will double itself. तो अब क्या है ना, population is growing like this. 1 into 2, 2 into 2, 4 into 2, 8 into 2, 16 into 2, 32 and so on. ऐसे grow कर रहा है population इस rate से, right? But growth rate of food supply follows arithmetic progression, right? Due to law of diminishing returns. So food supply is following AP. माने 1 से हुआ 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6 and so on. So by the time suppose यहाँ पे you have 256. This is at the 9th position. और 9th position में यहाँ पे there will be 9. So you see population has grown so much, but food has not grown so much, right? So please write down that consecutively or consequently, when population will be at 256, food will only be at 9. So this creates an imbalance. इससे एक imbalance आ गया, ठीक है? So what kind of curve did he go ahead and did he make? This is the kind of curve he showed. तो ऐसा कुछ हो गया that this is my food supply and this is my population. ठीक है? And the curve is like this, inclined towards population. माने food supply has increased only by less amount, but population is growing by more amount. Food supply has increased by less amount, but population is growing by more amount. ऐसे. So he said that food supply में उतना increase नहीं आ रहा, but population is growing at a higher rate. Overpopulation हो रहा है, and this is what is going to go ahead and lead to starvation among people. हाँ? तो ये population को pull back कर रहा है. It is bringing the population down. So he said that there are two reasons why population will decline over time, can decline. Huh? The first is natural reason. माने there is flood, there is this COVID-19 that happened, ऐसा कुछ भी natural disease कोई spread हो गया widespread. So these are your natural reasons. And the second one is this shortage of food. Okay. Usually what I do is यही same Malthusian population theory ना, I usually cover it. I used to cover it as part of development eco क्योंकि ये development का भी part है that how your population is changing. But I just decided to kind of ensure कि हम एक नया unit ही cover कर लें, which is demography. Or that's why that's the reason I covered fertility rate, mortality rate, and population theories separately. ताकि whatever is related to demography, हाँ, या health survey, demographic survey, demographic dividend, ये सब कुछ जो भी demographic से related है, I want to put them together एक जगह पे, just to create some relation between the topics, हाँ. इसीलिए I decided that I will do them together here. Okay. So the other one that we have is the shortage of food. इन दो reason की वजह से population can decline. There are multiple criticisms to this theory. The first criticism is that he said that population doubles itself with every 25 years. But where is the empirical result for this? कौन सी country में आपने ये देखा है? Which country are you talking about, right? So where can we find the empirical result for it? That is missing. So lack of empirical result, मतलब actual data set जहां पे आपने इसको देखा हो, that is missing about population doubling at 25 years. Second, then we saw that whatever Malthus studied, जो भी उन्होंने पढ़ा भी, that was limited. It was a very narrowed version and it was limited to only England. So narrowed vision to only England. Third, he said कि देखो food is growing slowly. But he didn't consider any technological advancement. जैसे for example, in India, in order to increase the growth rate of food, there was green revolution. So he did not go ahead and consider these technological improvements that can be introduced in the field of agriculture. So ignored technological improvement in the field of agriculture like green revolution. Okay. Then he said that he did not consider population to wealth, which I will talk about. Next theory में बात करेंगे. तो अगर आपके पास पैसा है, if you have money, if you have wealth, then you can go ahead and you can even import food. आप किसी और country से food मंगवा लो if you are not able to grow food. So he did not consider this fact that people can import food also if you have wealth, right? So we can say that population is more related to wealth rather than food supply, which can be imported if a nation is wealthy. Right? Then he did not consider the fact that ओके पॉपुलेशन यहाँ पे बढ़ तो रही है, ही सेड पॉपुलेशन इज इंक्रीजिंग, बट पॉपुलेशन उसी टाइम पे कहीं पे डिक्रीज भी तो साथ में हो रही होगी, बिकॉज सम पीपल विल ऑल्सो बी डाइंग, right? So what about the decrease in population due to consecutive, side by side, simultaneous, for, due to simultaneous death rate? That was not considered. Also, as a country progresses, there are better health facilities. So if there are better health facilities, ये death rate भी गिरेगा. Huh? So what about these things that, here, when we talk about these natural reasons like disease, like famine, etc., yeah, these will lead to still lower death because of technological improvement and better health facilities in the country. ठीक है, मे बी जितनी डेथ पहले वाले किसी भी पैंडेमिक में हुई थी, एज कंपेयर टू दैट, मे बी दिस टाइम देयर वर लेस डेथ बिकॉज we had comparatively better health facilities. So what about the fact that as a country grows and it has better health facilities, the death rate will also fall? उसको भी कहीं कंसिडर नहीं किया गया, राइट? सो प्लीज राइट डाउन ignored. Increase in population due to declining death rate due to advancement in health facilities, right? So this is something which he did not consider. And यहीं से हमारे पास we get our next theory, which is called as optimum theory of population, right? This was given by Sidwick and Edwin Cannon in 1924. Sidwick and Edwin Cannon in 1924. इसमें थोड़ा सा एक बारी let's just try to understand this thing. देखो, प्रोफेसर साइडविक ओनली गेव द आइडिया, उन्होंने सिर्फ एक आइडिया रखा कि ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है, बट इट वॉज सिस्टमैटिकली डेवलप्ड बाय एडविन कैनन. इट वॉज कैनन जिन्होंने उस आइडिया को अच्छे से डेवलप करके उसको एक थ्योरी में कन्वर्ट किया, राइट? सो प्लीज राइट डाउन द आइडिया was given by Professor Sidwick, but it was systematically provided by Edwin Cannon. तो इसको आगे प्रोवाइड किसने किया? एडविन कैनन ने, राइट? ही इज द वन who said कि population is more related to wealth. तो जो वहां पे criticism था, that is addressed here, that population is more related to wealth, right? And as I told you that as the wealth increases, you can go ahead and you can sustain a bigger population also. अगर wealth ज्यादा है country की, तो हम एक ज्यादा population को भी sustain कर सकते हैं, because we can go ahead and we can import food also, right? अच्छा, one thing here I want to also highlight that this optimum theory was restated by many people, Robbins, Dalton, Carl Saunders, but उन सबने जो भी बोला, आई विल रिलेट इट एंड आई विल शो यू दैट दे एक्चुअली सेड द सेम थिंग ओनली. तो वी विल जस्ट मेक अ नोट ऑफ इट. सो प्लीज राइट डाउन ऑप्टिमम population is the ideal population which combined with other variables, other available variables or resources or means of production of the country yield maximum return. I will just explain this, don't worry. Or income per head. तो थोड़ा सा समझने की कोशिश करो. देखो, लिसन टू मी फर्स्ट. हाँ, देखो, इनकम पर हेड मतलब आउटपुट. वी नो कि अगर हम मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स की बात करें, सो वी नो दैट इनकम एंड आउटपुट दे मीन द सेम थिंग. इनकम और आउटपुट एक ही बात है, दोनों में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. अच्छा, इनकम पर हेड. सपोज इफ आई एज्यूम दैट इंटायर पॉपुलेशन इज वर्किंग, जितना भी पॉपुलेशन है वो सब काम कर रहा है. इट इज अ वेरी बिग थिंग टू एज्यूम, बट सपोज आई से दैट. तो इनकम पर हेड मीन्स इनकम पर पॉपुलेशन विल बी आउट, और पॉपुलेशन ही लेबर है, सो आउटपुट डिवाइडेड बाय लेबर. नाउ इफ आई लिंक दिस टू माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स, अगर मैं इसको माइक्रो में देखूं, आउटपुट which is a function of labor and capital divided by labor, L. So what is this output divided by labor? Average product of labor. So in a way, I know that this is a very vague, very vague relation, but I just want you to remember it like this so that you can remember the graph well. तो हमें बनाना है इनकम पर हेड का ग्राफ, और इनकम पर हेड को आई हैव ट्राइड टू लिंक इनकम पर हेड टू एवरेज प्रोडक्ट ऑफ लेबर. मैंने इसको एपीएल, एवरेज प्रोडक्ट ऑफ लेबर से लिंक करा है. ठीक है. अच्छा, जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग कि इफ आई नाउ गो टू माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स, एंड ऑल ऑफ यू शुड रिमेंबर, इफ आई लुक एट द ग्राफ ऑफ एवरेज प्रोडक्ट ऑफ लेबर, वो ऐसा दिखता है. Isn't it? This is how the average product of labor looks. यही सेम ग्राफ इज प्लॉटेड बाय दिस पर्सन. ठीक है. अच्छा, अब बताओ मुझे, ऑन द एक्स एक्सिस वी राइट लेबर, एंड ऑन द वाई एक्सिस आई राइट एवरेज प्रोडक्ट ऑफ लेबर. कि अगर इतना लेबर है तो उसका एवरेज प्रोडक्ट कितना, इतना लेबर है तो उसका एवरेज प्रोडक्ट कितना. व्हाट वी डू इन दिस ऑप्टिमम थ्योरी इज अ लिटिल डिफरेंट. क्या करेंगे ना, labor is replaced with population. और average product per labor is replaced with per capita income. पर graph is similar. यहां पे हो गया per capita income. I hope this is clear. एकदम समझ में आ गया होगा ये what I have done. So I am just trying to connect so that you can remember. किसी तरीके से हम इसको connect कर रहे हैं to help you understand this graph better. ठीक है जी. ओके. अब व्हाट इज ही सेइंग. अच्छा, इसको मैंने लिख दिया पर कैपिटा इनकम, पर कैपिटा इनकम का ग्राफ. अब आई वांट टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज माय ऑप्टिमम पॉपुलेशन. तो ऑप्टिमम पॉपुलेशन कहां पे आएगा, वेर एवर द पर कैपिटा इनकम इज एट इट्स मैक्सिमम. This is called as optimum population, and this is the theory of optimum population.